Hey guys, what's going on? This is Cheney 180 and
It's 80s, baby. What's going on?
And your favorite prospect playing with myself.
you're listening to another episode of They're Not Dolls.
Quickie Mini episode 25.
Yeah. So we weren't here yesterday. I'm sorry. And apparently we're a few minutes late, so I'm sorry. I apologize. But we're back today. It's Friday. It's time to kick back and have fun, yeah?
Woo!
Yes, sir.
Woo! Woo! All right. Well, unfortunately, the fallen Fed cannot be here. He might be here later if we're lucky. If we all wish really hard and put our hands in the air and send out our aura like they do in Dragon Ball to give Goku energy for his spirit bomb, maybe he'll appear, right?
Yeah.
No,
We can only hope. He's keeping himself
Ernie.
Ernie.
Yes, he's keeping himself Ernie today. Or if we all put our toys back in the box, maybe he'll appear.
I like that. That's like the Candyman style.
Yeah.
It's like put everything in the package and maybe he'll appear.
Yeah. If we put everything back in the packaging and maybe he'll appear. So, yeah. So we got some cool stuff to talk about today, yeah?
Yeah. Indeed. Stuff happened.
Yes, yes. Yes, indeed. All right. Well, let's see. Where do we go?
Should we just lead off with Todd McFarlane?
Uh,
I just want to talk more. Like I always want to talk about Todd McFarlane.
Okay, go for it.
Well, today he announced additional tiers, so that way you could buy multiples of figures. Which, in all honesty, I'm surprised. I'm not super surprised because like Kickstarter sees a crazy campaign by Todd McFarlane and obviously bends the rules. But having run a Kickstarter, previously, you're not supposed to be allowed to change tiers and reward levels while the campaign is going on. It's a thing where it's like, no, that's set. Like you can continue to add stretch goals and do other things, and you're like, oh, that's going to be added on later or whatever, and that's what you're normally allowed to do. But if you're Todd McFarlane,
If you're
shooting from the hip, apparently, like that's it, you're allowed. So he included a bunch of tiers. They're weird too. Like it's like you buy two moderns and you get one classic and like all these weird options. But I was like, man, now he's going to break $2 million. I thought he was going to break it today. He's at a little over, he's 1,900,000 $919,721 right now while I have it open. So he's nearing the 2 million point. He's about 80K off, but like he's gonna hit it, and he's still got 13 days to go. Selling one figure with some variants and his signature. He's making it happen.
he is the Todd father.
It's great. Like I was talking to one of my coworkers, Renee, earlier today about it, and he's like, Todd using Kickstarter is kind of like Shake Shack getting like the small business bailouts and stuff. It's like there's like something about it where you're just like, you're not. This isn't for you, but
Yeah. What?
again, I backed it, so I'm part of the problem, guys.
Yeah, there's still plenty hours of the day left too, so I wouldn't be surprised if seeing how it is Friday as well, that by tomorrow morning he hits that 2 mil.
Oh yeah,
No, he'll hit
I
it
can
by, I think, yeah, but exactly. By the morning, he'll definitely have it. It's going up as we speak, like the number. So
I told you, like I said, I'm saying right around 3.
I like honestly that will be so crazy if he hits $3 million for one act. It's like I get like it's like people are gonna be like, oh, playing with myself or prospect, you're being silly. It's 3 action figure. It's like, no, it's one action figure. It's one action figure with a couple heads, a gauntlet and a boot, and some weapons, and it's painted slightly differently. But it's one action figure. It's crazy.
Yeah, no, if anyone can do it, the Todd Father can, yeah.
I sit in awe watching it all as it goes down.
I have to say it's more entertaining than anything else. Like it's seriously like okay, we're like at the point now it's like who knows where it's going to go from here like you'd already
Yeah.
said like normal rules do not apply anymore because he is the Todd Father. So I wouldn't be surprised if he listens to the comments of the people saying they want the non-articulated version and throws and like fudges it and throws that in somehow. You know what I mean?
Oh, gross.
Well, yeah, like I was talking about that yesterday, and I said, when he was mentioning in the video about the ab crunch and about that rubber body and like the torso that he had, I was saying like he might just really keep that because it technically doesn't really mess with the sculpt. You know what I mean? It's still there technically because it's not separated like the MK11 one that came out,
Right.
where it's split in half. Even though like the sculpt is still there on the MK11 one, it's still split in half, 2 pieces. But with that rubber body, you still technically get that full sculpt that he wanted without sacrificing it, and you still get the articulation.
Correct.
But then he said it himself. I don't know if it might stay like that, or we'll see. So it's like, who knows where he's going to go with that. And also on the neck peg and that whole neck movement thing that he had going on there was like, oh, I don't know about this. But he did mention the bicep swivel and everything else. So, hey.
Yeah.
It is. It's still crazy. Like, it's like, I can't believe I backed this thing for like the 3-pack. And it's like, yeah, I don't know what I'm going to get. Like, I have no idea. Like, so it's just like it was, I like that. It's so funny how much credit, like how much slack we're willing to cut for Todd McFarlane for articulated Spawn figures, because like there's no way that this would work for like even someone with the name like the Four Horsemen or Boss Fight or whatever, like it's like like we wouldn't cut them that kind of slack. We'd be like, no, you need to show us like what are we getting, like what am I giving you my money for? And even then, like it's like you're gonna get like what a couple $100,000 as like the whole like end of the Kickstarter. It's like nope, Todd McFarlane, $2 million. You have no idea what you're gonna get.
Yeah, it's funny. Like, can you imagine for like the Mortal Ruin, like you like don't put out any articulated prototypes in the beginning?
Just a statue.
Yeah.
First. No, trust me, it's gonna have articulation.
No, you'll see like $10.
So many versions of this. I keep like we're tweaking like the butterfly shoulders and stuff because I want to get the greatest range possible. It's like, no, I'm just gonna keep that all secret from everyone. It's like, no, people are gonna want comparison pictures.
They want
video.
answers.
I'm gonna be like literally driving it over to people's houses so that way they can play with it. Probably, like.
Yeah,
that's the crazy part. Like I was saying, we were talking about it yesterday, and I said I was like they were trying to make excuses on why he didn't do it in the beginning, and I said, yo, like honestly, it's only been 2 weeks that he showed us the whole Kickstarter campaign till we got this, articulated prototype. Like, why couldn't you just show us that from the beginning?
Yeah, why didn't let's start the Kickstarter now? Like,
yeah, and their excuse was, what they were saying was, I guess maybe they're right. Is he was just so excited about it that he just said, "Here you go." But at the same time, my whole argument from the beginning was like, you have a finished product that you showed. It's completely finished what you showed us, and now you're showing us a proto with articulation. It's like you're working backwards, my man. And I said, I was like, look, if he would have showed that prototype from the beginning with no paint, no accessories, nothing, I wouldn't have cared, because what majority of us that that are collecting are in it for the articulation.
Yes.
So like, what do I care about what the paint looks like? We already deal with crappy paint apps on most of the figures. What do I care about the weapons? We already deal with crappy selections and weapons, hands, and all that stuff, right? So
Yep.
it's like that's nothing new. But like, the people that backed it from the beginning are people that just don't care and just want anything Spawn, which I understand fully.
Mm-hmm.
But like, now you're catching the eye of someone like that people do posing, because in the video he goes like, oh look, you got Spawn to do a split. I don't know why you want to do that, but hey, there it goes.
Yeah, I love that.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know why you'd want to do this, but he can do it. It's like, okay,
You know what I mean?
It's an action figure. I want to see the maximum. I want to see the maximum range that I can get these joints in. Yes,
guys,
I want to do that.
Reminded me of like the thing that bugs me out the most about that video, that I didn't even bring it up in our little chat after we're at, like we were all like hyped to watch the video right after we did the Quickie Mini the other day.
Uh-huh.
And like, watch the video, and it's like, I totally forgot to bring this up, but I'm bringing it up now, boys. The weirdest thing about that video where he's showing off the articulation, Todd McFarlane is barefoot.
No, I brought that up, remember?
Oh, did you?
Yes.
It's so weird. Seeing his bare feet. I'm like, man. Like, Todd,
his big toe is smaller than the other toes.
I was like, I wrote it there. I was like, the best part about this is he's barefoot. Like, you can see his feet. Like,
I thought you were gonna say that the way that he said "whammo bammo" or
that was good
like that.
too. Whammo bammo.
he is such a character, man.
Oh man, that was pure entertainment. And I love how like the person filming it had their hand on like the left side of the microphone, so like the audio cut to the right, and like, oh, it was all great. It was all great. We need more videos like that. Oh
yeah.
man,
It kind of sounded like Robot Ernie from last night.
Yes. Absolutely. All right. Well, seeing as we didn't talk about it yesterday, we've got some images here for the Mafex Age of Apocalypse Magneto. And that went up for pre-order last night, which I ordered it. Adam ordered it. It's
With
a
the
must.
hotness. And we also we begged CJ to make a purple cape for it.
Yes, and we also begged CJ to make a jacket for Jubilee, for the Marvel Legends Jubilee.
Oh, so. and also a wired cape for Spawn, for the Kickstarter Spawn.
Yeah.
CJ's got his work cut out for him now.
Yeah,
right?
he's all set up.
Yeah,
he is all.
Oh, that was
up.
Another question. Do you think that he would throw in a wired cape, or just a cape in general, cloth cape?
I don't think so. Just because that cape is so stylized in his style, like I think he would take offense to that if someone brought that to the table. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I think
I feel like it's not really in his wheelhouse, but he did do the Voldemort figure had soft goods for his Harry Potter line. So like that was the only one, but it wasn't wired, and it was like questionable as far as like it doesn't look great. I mean, like you could get it to look okay if you do some tricks with like water and draping stuff, but
yeah, but Voldemort isn't his baby. It's not his bread and butter. Spawn is his baby, his bread and butter, his the thing that pretty much got him to where he's at for the most part. I would imagine if someone's like, "Can you do a cloth cape?" He'd just be like, "No. What? Why would you want a cloth cape? I sculpted.
Yeah.
I had this sculpted after my beautiful artwork. What? Why would you want like a droopy cloth cape? Like, so I don't know. But this morning we had some Mafex Mandalorian talking about cloth capes.
That Mandalorian looks so good.
Yeah.
I'm gonna own so many Mandalorians. It's ridiculous.
Yeah. Yeah, this hasn't gone up for order yet, but I'm assuming it'll probably go up real soon here, and maybe a year out. Maybe we'll be waiting a year before we get this in hand. Who knows?
Worth it. Worth it.
Yeah.
After like Mayfex Boba Fett's are like they're just my favorite version of Boba Fett. So I'm totally down.
Well, the crazy thing about this too is like they haven't done Star Wars in a long time. Like Mayfex has kind of like stayed away from Star Wars for
Yeah,
a
they
while.
had did they do some stuff for Rise of Skywalker? Like was that the last stuff that they did or did they even like
No,
or was it Figure Arts?
the last they did was Force Awakens. They didn't even
Okay.
do Last Jedi stuff.
Crazy.
Yeah,
Crazy.
yeah, that was like the last that they did of Star Wars figures. So yeah, this is not only is it the Mandalorian, but it's like they're gonna jump back into Star Wars. So it's like, oh wow, that really is surprising to me. But it looks beautiful. I saw a
Does it
couple.
say anything about Baby Yoda? Like what the deal is? Is that just a solid chunk of plastic?
I don't know. I'll have
You
to.
can't read that language.
No, unfortunately not. I'll dig around. Let me see what I can find here. What do we got going on in the chat?
All right, in the chat, we got Rasper in there, Thunder Crow, B Rivera, Brad Harper, Praise White Jesus, Jake Peterson, and I already said Thunder Crow. We got Thunder Crow twice in there. Let's see, we're blaming Ernie for why we were a few minutes late today.
Okay.
Talking about the prototype for Spawn that McFarlane he may have had. I think that like here's the deal. Like McFarlane had the original, statue prototype at New York Toy Fair, so obviously he's been working on it since then. I think that the big thing that we're discussing here on the show is that like he could have waited until he had the actual fully articulated version to launch this thing, but I don't like he's excited. He wants to do it his way. He's Todd McFarlane, so he does what he does. Thundercrow finally scored a Red Hulk. Congrats, man.
All right.
I love that Red Hulk. I owe it to Cheney. He got me mine. So good stuff. Oh, Evan's Arts just popped in. Cheers.
Cheers. You know what? That sounds good. I need a beverage.
Oh, I've got one.
An alcoholic beverage. That's what I need right now.
It's Friday.
Yes, it is Friday.
Oh, we also today we got the other image of the smiling head for the Figure Arts Loki too.
Oh, we did. Where is that at?
I didn't post it.
They showed a smile face where the smiling face, they showed it with both helmet and no helmet. So I don't know if it's a faceplate that just works with existing hair and the helmet and you just swap out the face plates. I'd assume that that's probably it, but it looks like you're going to get a couple different faces for that Loki, which is
good,
cool.
good, because we were talking about that last night. Actually,
Yeah,
we were talking about how it really needed a smiling face. Like
yeah,
really
it looks like they didn't even post it on their official page.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's out there in the world. I definitely saw that one. I'm not making it up. I promise.
Yeah, I'm gonna post it up right now.
Okay, cool. While you're doing that, let's go ahead and take a look at these head sculpts for Marty McFly from NECA.
Oh, I'm so excited for that figure. I mean,
I cannot wait.
That guy's Sergeant Bananas. I think that you guys might have heard of him. He's probably super psyched for that, huh?
I would imagine so. Yeah. I think he very well may be. I think it's possible.
I can't wait because I can actually get those figures, and I have those. Damn, is it Diamond Select? The car, the vehicles.
The DeLorean.
Yeah, who made those?
I think Diamond did do some DeLoreans, but they're not big enough. No.
No, they're pretty big. I'm pretty sure if I get it, it's the scale of almost an action figure. Like it has the working lights and all that stuff.
I feel
Oh
like you're
my
gonna have to
god.
probably do some forced perspective, like
Yeah, no, definitely, especially with the NECA,
yeah,
height
some
wise and
Lord of
everything.
the Rings kind of stuff, where it's like,
Mhm.
have him standing on a soapbox and have one thing in the background, and like, but you got it. I saw your rain picture. You know what you're doing.
Yeah, he
Oh,
does. Can we you know what? Let's bring that up because that I love that picture. I absolutely love that picture.
Yeah, Dario's been watching the Sergeant Bananas tutorial videos apparently.
yeah, the
Yeah.
how to.
Yeah, check this out, everyone. This is killer stuff. I love this. This is a great job, Dario. You're doing a great job. I'm
Thank
loving
you.
it. Just like BK, I'm loving it, man.
Was it? Did you? How many times did you have to watch the tested videos in order to figure out how to do this?
I watched it every time I took the shot. I kept just rewinding it.
Yeah, I like the color of it. I like how you caught the rain perfectly. I like this one better than the other ones because you can't really see any of the droplets on the shoulders or anything like in the other ones that you had. So you've got that that illusion of rain in there. I love it.
Yeah. So with that, it was kind of getting me mad because of the droplets. Because my like I was I was telling you in the chat, my original shot that I was working on was a Spider-Man and a lizard, and it just wasn't coming out right. So that day, I just kept taking shots, and I was like, okay, cool, I got some that I might like. Let me go look at them on the laptop. But I was like, let me just mess around with a little bit more. So I go and I took those DC figures and I just took the Joker. I had a quick idea in my head and I said, let's see how this looks. And I was literally just having fun with it. And when I looked at my laptop, those looked way better than what I was actually trying to get.
Yeah.
But before that, what I did was to get rid of those droplets was I wanted to get something like a thick texture, moisturized look for the lizard on his mouth and his tongue. So I said, what can I do to do that? And I took my hair gel and I just kept mixing it with water until I got like a little, looser instead of being so thick.
Uh-huh.
So it could look like it's dripping. It didn't work out on the lizard, but when I tried it on the Joker's hat, so the water, it still gave it that wet effect, but it wouldn't stick. You get what I'm saying? Like the water
Uh-huh.
wouldn't stay on it. So what I did was I just mixed it, and with a Q-tip, I went over it on the hat, and I try to go a little bit on the shoulders, but not too much. So it looks like it's wet, but it's not gonna stick. The water won't stick, so it'll just like run right off it.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, oh, cool.
Heck yeah. Out to our chat migos there in the chat. Make sure to hit that like button. Make sure to share. Make sure to tell your friends that we're recording right now. Come hang out.
Cat Migos live.
Chat Migos live. You got it. Let's see here. So yeah, no, I really like this, man. This is good stuff. I'm going to end up using this for a thumbnail for the show later on down the road, just so you know.
Oh wow, thank you.
Yeah. I'm definitely going to do that. Another thing that I wanted to show everyone, if you guys haven't seen it already, it's amazing, is the Craig Warwick Koopa custom that he has finished.
Oh man.
He's left some comments here before, so Craig Warwick is a listener. So shout out to him. If you don't follow this man, he is an amazing artist. And has an amazing sense of humor. He makes me laugh so much. There's some older Triple C podcast episodes that he was on that it just I love his sense of humor. And he's just extremely talented. The man is an extreme talent, as you can see from this. He made this from a Marvel Legends 12-inch scale Hulk figure. if that gives you, and then just did his magic on the rest of it.
Yeah, he's got so like if you and follow him, guys. His account is awesome, but he's got so many behind the scenes pictures of it in progress, and he's even developed like the weapon and stuff with the skulls on it. Like it's so freaking cool. Like it is really really well done.
Yeah, I think there's a picture of it with the weapons. Oh, maybe not.
Yeah,
Man, just following the process of him doing it was just so awesome. Like from when he started to like just halfway, and then one like him watching him on the lives and stuff, like tuning in every once in a while. The last one I saw was when he was actually painting it, and I was like, oh, I can't wait. But when he posted up those pictures today, yeah, it was today, right? He
I
posted
think
up those
so. Yeah.
pictures. Yeah, I was like, wow. I would have never like even begin to imagine what it would have looked like when he would have started. You know what I mean? Like
Mm-hmm.
to have that idea in your head and do it, it's you're like, that's insane to me. How crazy that is. You know what I
Yeah, he
mean?
even like switched up the legs to get the foot articulation the way it is so that they look right. Like it's insane, man. The man is an amazing talent.
Dude, just him making the shell, like the process of him making the shell, like it was nuts. And I was like, wow, like how is he gonna I was like, how is all of this gonna come together? And it's wow, like it looks beautiful, son, like for real.
Yeah, no, it really does. And the best part about it is how big it is, Like normal work like working on normal like 112 scale is hard enough, but the size of this thing, like watching him kind of like muscle it around on the table is just like, man, there's a lot of hours that went into this thing, and it's just wonderful looking. I can't speak enough of it.
Yeah, like it's just it's just so crazy looking, and it's not like it's just gonna stand there. Like it moves, man. Like you can pose it. Like
Yeah.
it's crazy. It's just nuts. It's so
It's
awesome. And like you said, if they haven't checked it out, you're doing yourself a disservice. But you need to follow this guy and definitely take a look at it because it's awesome.
Yeah, this picture right here is kind of how it started here. If that gives you a idea of how far it came. You've got all these progress photos here of all the hard work and sculpt that he put into this thing. It's killer, man.
Yeah, and
Here's one right here.
the skulls of the children. Oh my god, like that just topped it off. Like all the little stuff that he added extra, Like I was like, wow, insane. Like that's crazy work, man. I could never, like never.
Yeah, the man is an awesome talent. Right. Let's see. We have that grinning picture up.
Yes, sir.
All right. There we go. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. That's funny. I saw these earlier and it didn't click because we were complaining about it last night. We're like, oh man, he needs a grinning face, and now here it is. So I definitely, absolutely have to get this thing now.
I feel like the grinning face looks way better in the helmet than without the helmet. Um, Without the helmet, it starts to look like it feels like he should be sticking his fingers on either side of his mouth, like he's pulling an artificial smile.
Yeah, the grin's a little bit off, but
With when the helmet's on, though, I think it looks fine.
yeah, in the right lighting. Yeah, definitely. Definitely. Okay. Sweet. That's even more exciting. Even more exciting.
Yeah, so we're waiting. That hasn't gone up for order, right? We're
No,
still
No,
that's
not yet.
that
Oh
that'll
wait, the Loki? Yeah, I think it did on Nippon.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna have to order that then.
Yeah, the Loki's on Nippon. It was up there yesterday. I remember I posted it up on our stories that it was up on pre-order. The Mafex Magneto is also up on there, and let's see on Miami if they did.
I still haven't seen the Mayfix Mandalorian yet, so
No, that one hasn't gone up yet. The Magneto did, and so Loki still doesn't show up on Ami.
Well, yeah, it's because it's a web shop. It won't show
Oh,
up.
okay, gotcha.
It's not a standard release.
All right.
So here we have our last two contestants here for our April Toy Migos Thumb contest, and right now we get to decide who the winner is. Right?
No, next week, next Friday. We'll end the month off. If anything, I mean on Thursday, I'll announce the winner.
I thought we were supposed to. Okay. All right. I thought it was today. I don't look at me. I don't even know what I'm doing, guys.
Yeah, no. I was gonna do it for next Thursday. I mean next Friday, but then I remembered Thursday is the last day of the month, so we'll just do it on Thursday. I'll announce it then.
Okay. Sounds good.
Yeah.
All right. So get your votes in. If you have not voted yet, go ahead and vote. We've got quite a few votes in here. Let's get cast your votes in there. Pick the one that you want. All right. Let's see. Is there anything else I'm missing here?
No, not that I know of. I don't know what you talked about last night, or if anything.
Well, last night's usually separate. It's usually separate from this because the Quickie Minis are only for YouTube, so it doesn't, I guess, affect the normal show. So for you guys listening out there on YouTube, this is special just for you. Just for you. Pew, pew, pew.
Woo!
Hey. All right. So it looks like orders are shipping for the Age of Apocalypse wave. I've been seeing people posting that they've been getting shipping notifications. Oh, I can't wait. I cannot wait. Chomping at the bit.
You're going to be really disappointed in me. I didn't pre-order the whole wave. I didn't pre-order for some reason. I pre-ordered, I think 4 out of there's seven figures in that wave. Is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I pre-ordered 4 of the 7. So I have not pre-ordered Gray Beast, Dark Beast. I have not pre-ordered Jean Grey, and I have not pre-ordered Weapon X Wolverine.
What?
I know.
Those are like the 3.
Everyone else.
Those are like the 3 best ones.
I don't know. Honestly, those were the ones that I was like the least. But the crazy thing is that I'm super excited for Sugar Man. So like I know I need them, but at the same point, I was like, these are the ones I could see potentially dropping in price or like whatever. Like I don't know. I could be wrong.
Dark Beast is out the gate probably the best looking one. He's probably going to be the sought after one since Weapon X is 2 per case.
Yeah, I know. You're gonna change my mind, aren't you? The way it works, you're gonna totally change my mind.
Yeah.
It's like the same thing with the GI Joes, where it's like I haven't pre-ordered Scarlet or Roadblock yet, but it's like you guys are gonna change my mind. Like Ernie was trying so hard last night, like guys, like man.
Well, with Scarlet and Roadblock, at least they'll be warming a peg, possibly. But with Dark Beast, no, Dark Beast is going to be gone, man. That's one of them that I like doubled up on. I was just like, yeah, no, I got to get at least 2 of the Dark Beast.
He does look cool.
Amazon
he's a good
order.
Character, and he's Age of Apocalypse, and he's 616. So like, I get it. Like, trust me, I get it. For some reason, I was just like, he's like a variant of the Beast figure. He probably will go down in price, but I'm probably wrong.
Wow. So you went with Sunfire, Morph, Wild Child, and what's the other one?
Nate Gray, X-Man.
Oh, X-Man. That's so strange. That boggles my mind.
Because like here's the deal. Like I'm a comic fan, so I grew up reading Age of Apocalypse, and like Sunfire I just thought was an awesome redesign, so I love that.
Yeah.
Like the older Hasbro figure does not
No.
stand up anymore. So it's
No.
like Sunfire's redesign speaks to me. Morph, Morph. Not only was he Age of Apocalypse, but he was also in Exiles, and like I loved the
Right.
Exiles comics. So it's like Morph was like another one where I'm like, no brainer, gonna get it. Nate Gray, X-Man, like it's like he like that I loved that comic. Like I was totally into the whole idea of like, oh, he's Cable, but without any of like Cable's pitfalls from the techno
Right.
organic virus, so he's way more powerful. And
Right.
like I just thought like I was like I was young when those comics were out, so I thought he was cool. Like I wanted to be
Well,
like him.
well,
Like,
he
I was like,
was
I'm
he.
gonna bleach the front of my hair just like him. He looks
Well,
cool.
his comic was the only one that kept going too.
Right. Yeah. Like,
Yeah.
yeah. And like, that's it. And there were good artists on it. It was like, I think Steve Scroce was one of the artists on it that I thought was awesome.
Mm-hmm.
And like, they had the good artwork involved with it. And it was like, it was just a cool comic. And then Wild Child, we worked on, and I'm hoping that someday there's a Sabretooth for Wild Child to go with. So like, I just really want, a Wild Child and Sabretooth. So
I think
like
we've
Wild
talked.
Child is literally just like, I was just like, eventually I'll have a use for him.
I think we talked about this before. There's like still quite a hefty chunk of characters to pull from to make at least two more waves.
Oh yeah. I would think like I have the luxury of working on a lot of these things beforehand. I'm sincerely hoping that there is at least another wave, if not more, because yeah, Age of Apocalypse is like, there's stuff that's relevant from those comics, and there's stuff that's even relevant from like stuff like Exiles and characters popping up, in other ways, like like Nightcrawler has popped up in X-Force from Age
Yeah.
of Apocalypse. So it's like you've got like a lot of cool stuff that
Well,
like,
that morph can even go with the Blink that came out recently
right. Yeah, totally.
because they were on a team on Exiles.
Yeah.
So my question to the chat is, how many of you guys ordered this wave? Did you order just a couple like Adam, or did you order the whole thing? We got Lago Figs here. He says, by the way, I don't know if you guys mentioned it, but that huge naked Deadpool is supposedly on sale at Target for like 35. Yeah, no,
God, that's crazy. I bought that thing for like full price like ages ago. I have like I literally have a Deadpool display because I'm one of those silly people that has loved Deadpool since the Rob Liefeld New Mutants days, and I have a full, like I have my Detolf shelf that's dedicated to just all things Deadpool. Like I have a Deadpool Lego in it, Deadpool Mini Mates, Deadpool Superhero Squad, Deadpool, like many different Marvel Legends, Mezco Deadpool. I have the knockoff third party shrunken version of that giant NECA Deadpool. It's at like, he's not even like a proper NECA scale. He's like 8 inches or something. I have a little like wooden Deadpool. I have all sorts of silly stuff. The Diamond Select did a Mego style Deadpool. It's in there, but you name it, tons of Deadpool stuff. I probably have posted pictures on my social media at some point, but I also have that giant one. But yeah, I paid full price for like the ultimate version of that. It was over $100, $35. That's insane.
yeah. Yeah, 35 is yeah. I don't think I ever even saw that thing in my Target, to be completely honest. Like I don't think I ever even saw it at all.
I feel like I in you know I randomly toy hunt in Burbank, Los Angeles area because it's a wasteland. People, there's too many fans and people buying stuff and resellers and whatever. You've heard my sob story. That's why you're my pile of loot feature. Um, but I feel like I saw one in the Burbank Empire Center Target once, but it was because the box was like so beat up that it was just like no one was willing to buy it, kind of deal, because that thing is huge. It's
Yeah.
like literally I could strap that into my kid's car seat and like drive in the HOV lane.
Yeah. Yeah, it's massive. Absolutely. Let's see. Yeah, no, Lago Figs. Go back and pick that thing up. Like 35. That's
It's a cool toy.
yeah, that's a no brainer.
No, like because they had the two different versions. There was the regular version and the ultimate version. The ultimate version comes with so many ridiculous accessories, and it's cool. I think I have mine is sitting on top of the Detolf shelf. Like I have the top shelf is my Deadpool shelf, and then like the ultimate NECA Deadpool is sitting on top of the entire Detolf, just hanging out, and he's holding like a little stuffed unicorn, and like he's all geared up. It's awesome. Like it's a really good toy.
Yeah. And then Ronald Ramos says he liked Iceman Age of Apocalypse design.
Totally. With no mouth, no
Yeah.
nose, no mouth. Like he's
Yeah.
cool. And he was all like crazy iced up powers. That would absolutely make for a cool figure. Like especially if you got like parts that could clip on and everything. Like they
Yeah, he would be like he would be like a perfect deluxe figure, honestly. So you could like have different accessories to swap out on it.
I'd buy it.
Oh yeah. Yeah, cuz like I mean there's him, there's Magneto, there's Sabretooth, there's Rogue, there's Blink because the version we have is not the Age of Apocalypse version. Um
Mostly a different haircut.
Yeah, there's Gambit and Jubilee.
Gambit and Rogue. Yeah, Gambit and Rogue were huge in the storylines. So
yeah, who else? There's Colossus. There's there's so many characters to pull from that storyline. It's a very
a new Nemesis Holocaust figure.
Oh man,
would be cool.
Talk about build a figure.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do that one over. Let's
Absolutely. I mean, like that was I have the old Build-A-Figure, from the early the dark Hasbro days, but that thing could definitely stand for an update, and it's a really cool looking design. So
yeah, that's that all that old Joe Mad designs, his artwork.
Yeah, no, I love his artwork.
Yeah, he was always one of my favorites. Dario, you the Age of Apocalypse stuff missed you. You never got into it.
No, I don't know nothing about it. So like those figures did nothing for me. Or the Build-A-Figure. Like, I mean, I think what was the Beast? I think that one looked up pretty cool, but it wasn't enough for me to like pre-order any of them.
Yeah. It's weird. It's surprising because there's a lot of people that I see now. They're like, I don't even know what this is all about. I'm like, what? Like this was like the biggest thing that happened to me when I was like, I think in junior high. I was like, oh my gosh, like Xavier got killed in the past, so there was no Xavier to lead the X-Men, and Apocalypse took over, and Magneto led the X-Men. Like, what? Wow. It blew my mind. I loved it.
No, it was a super cool, like dark crossover that was just awesome.
Yeah. Yeah, and then like I didn't even bring up Cyclops. Like, yeah, you could easily do 2 more waves. Like,
yeah, Cyclops and Havoc being bad guys that work for Sinister.
Sinister. Yep, you do another Sinister. Like, yeah, there's a lot that you could pull from. It just, I guess, all depends on how well this wave does.
Well, Dario's not buying it, so I guess we're screwed.
Well, he said he's not into it, but he said Dark Beast looks cool, so I don't know if he's not buying any of them. He may buckle and end up buying a Dark Beast.
We'll see. If I see it in person, and I like it, never say never, but I just didn't pre-order any of them.
Well, see, yeah, there you go. You might see it in person and be all, man, this looks really cool. And I'll just be
know that like next Wednesday at 8 p.m., if that's actually when my Amazon order arrives, I'm going to be kicking myself if I can't build all of Sugar Man. I'm so dumb.
Yeah, why didn't you
I'm so dumb. I'm just really dumb.
I'll just be sending you pictures. I'm all, look at my Sugar Man.
And it's like the worst part is that like the main like I won't even like be able to like assemble anything because I think the main body part comes with Jean Grey.
Yeah.
So I'll just have a bunch of limbs. Like it's like I can't even put anything together.
Yeah, you
Like
can't.
nothing will snap to anything else. It's like, cool. I have like arms and legs. Sweet.
I'm just all, look at this thing. It's a man.
Oh man. Ah,
Oh.
you guys might as well like work for my credit card company. Like
It works both ways because there's stuff you talk about. Oh man, you know what that is pretty cool. Or Dario is all, did you see this? I'm all, yeah. Oh man, that's really cool. Oh no, I'm gonna have to get that now. So there's a ebb and flow here. So alrighty, well I guess we're about out of time. You guys have anything else you want to add?
I did get a new toy today.
Ooh, really?
Yeah, I'd the other day I saw on the Instagrams, I believe I think Toy Shiz and Action Figure Attack both had posted about it, but the Mattel WWE Ultimate Triple H went on sale and he dropped down to like $24 or something. So I ordered that. I don't like we work on like we digitally sculpt, we do the prototyping for like most of Mattel WWE line, but I don't buy them that often because like I gotta pick and choose. I so much money on toys and I have so much toys that like I love WWE from the olden days, the Hulk Hogan, Ultimate Warrior, Macho Man days, but I still like it's my toy collecting habits have grown to I have to cut back here and there. So anyway, I saw him go on sale for $24. They posted about it, and I this week I decided to bring home, like I'd stopped by work and I decided to bring home some of my customizing stuff. So I brought home some paints and some epoxy sculpt and everything because I was like, oh, maybe I'll start working on a custom here and there while I'm at home. And I've been really, really meaning to do I was bashing together some old McFarlane Conan pieces with some Mattel WWE parts to make like a cool stylized, like more like book version of like Conan, like using McFarlane parts but giving it, a crazy amount of articulation. So
Mm-hmm.
this Triple H figure, the Ultimate Triple H, I'll probably take some pictures, post them on my Instagram as something that we worked on, and then cut them apart and start making a
Chop it
Conan
up.
out of it. We'll
Did
see how far I get.
did you get that Triple H, Dario?
No, but it looks really nice. I saw pictures of it. I wish I would have knew it dropped down. I probably would have copped it if I
Oh,
if I
I'm
if I
sorry, I
did.
should put I mean, like, and it's the Ultimate style, so he's got like, unlike the regular Elite figures, he's actually got double jointed elbows. He has the different torso joint.
Yeah,
I don't love the other, like, it's like I actually kind of prefer a regular ab crunch. It seems to get better range. So I'm likely going to bash together other Elite Triple H parts with the Ultimate parts. Like, I do want the double jointed elbows for sure, but the figure comes with 3 different heads, water bottle, the iron, the big hammer, the overlay for like it's like chainmail and stuff. So he comes with a bunch of cool stuff. Like, it looks like a good figure. So I am psyched, but yeah, I'm probably gonna be cutting him apart.
yeah. The head sculpt on them they look really nice, like really really nice. Like I don't collect much of the wrestling figures either, unless it's someone like that I used to watch. Like I stopped watching once. When was it? Maybe like when the whole DX thing was over, The Rock was done, and all that stuff happened. But like a Triple H figure like that, the one I saw that you're talking about, it just looked awesome, and I was like, wow, that's really nice.
Heck yeah. All right. Well, it's time to wrap it up. Everybody, smash that like button. Um, and have a great weekend. I hope you guys get outside a little bit and enjoy some of this warm weather that we're having. If you have warm weather where you're at, and yeah, I
And
think
don't drink disinfectant.
yeah,
Yeah,
don't do
please.
that. Don't do that.
Bad idea.
Yeah,
You don't need don't drink it. Don't inject it. Don't. Yeah.
yeah,
No.
just yeah. You use your melons. So with that being said, I am Cheney 180.
I'm 80s baby.
And I'm your favorite prospect playing with myself.
And remember, guys, they're not